The phone lit up at 2:14 a.m. Her name. I let it ring 6 times. Then silence. No voicemail. Just the ghost of her voice still echoing in my ears. Go away. You're worthless to me now. It had been 23 days since I walked out of that house with nothing but a duffel bag and $5 in my pocket. 23 days since my daughter, the child I raised with blistered hands and an empty stomach, spat me out of her life like a bad taste. And now she was calling me. Funny. I stared at the cracked ceiling of the motel room. The kind of place where silence wasn't quiet, it was threatening. Where dreams didn't sleep, they screamed behind the drywall. I reached into the nightstand, slid open the drawer. The lottery ticket sat under a Bible, still unfolded, still cruel. $5 million. I didn't smile when I won. I didn't cry. I just breathed. Because something in me had already died the night she screamed at me like I was a stray dog. And now she wanted something. I already knew what, and I already had my answer. It started with the pink envelope. Rent past due. Again. I had come home that night, shoulders damp with rain, hands shaking from the cold, and laid it gently on the kitchen counter. She saw it, looked at me like I'd committed a murder. You lost your job? No question mark. Not really. I nodded. She didn't speak. Not for a moment. Then her face twisted into something I didn't recognize. Something feral. Ugly. You said everything would be fine, she hissed. You promised we'd be okay. We are okay, I whispered. No, we're not. You're just a broke old man pretending he's still useful. That stung. She didn't know the years I gave up for her, the extra shifts, the sleep I sold for overtime, the birthdays I worked through, the food I skipped so she could eat. She didn't care. I remember the way she leaned against the fridge like she was the queen of something, like I owed her something more than my entire life. I don't need you without money, she snapped. Go, get out. Just like that, no hesitation, no tremble in her voice. And so I left, and I didn't look back. The streets didn't care who I was. The motel clerk didn't ask questions, and the corner shop didn't know the irony of selling me that one single lottery ticket, the last thing I could afford besides death. I didn't expect to win, but life, I've learned, has a strange sense of humor. I watched the numbers roll across the screen the next morning, matched 1, then 2, then all 6. I didn't scream, didn't even move. Just felt the cold pour over me like baptism. I cashed it in quietly, discreetly, no headlines, no press, just a bank account with more zeros than I'd ever seen. Then I watched her, from a distance, from shadows. She hadn't missed a beat. She was throwing parties again, new friends, new clothes, posting filtered smiles like nothing happened, as if I had never existed. Until last night. Until the news broke. Local man wins $5 million lottery days after eviction. She hadn't seen my face in the article, but she knew. I was the only one she kicked out. She did the math. And now she was calling. She called again at 9:02 a.m. I answered this time. Silence. Then that voice, sweet and sticky, like honey hiding the poison. Dad, she said. A tremble now, forced emotion. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean what I said. I was scared. I didn't know what to do. You know how I get when I'm overwhelmed. I miss you. She was spiraling. I could hear the fear beneath the performance. Then came the kicker. Can we talk? Maybe come over? I made your favorite, spaghetti, remember? She always used food like a leash. I let her finish the monologue, every fake sob, every empty apology. Then I said it, calm, flat. I'm not coming back. Wait, what? No, I didn't mean. You meant every word, I interrupted, and I heard them loud and clear. She stammered, Dad, please, I didn't know you'd win. I didn't know. There it was, the truth. She didn't want me back. She wanted the money. I met her outside the coffee shop near her apartment. She smiled when she saw me. Too wide, too eager, like a child who thinks the monster forgot. "I was so scared you'd never call back," she said, wrapping her arms around me. I didn't hug her back. I slid an envelope into her hand. "What's this?" she asked. Her hands trembled. She opened it. Inside, a photo of the lottery ticket, a bank receipt, and a check. $1. She stared at it like it was a bomb. Her lips moved, but no sound came out. Then finally, "Is this a joke?" "No. You think this is funny?" "I think it's generous," I said. $1 more than you gave me when I needed you." Her mouth opened, closed. She looked like she might scream, but I turned and walked away. I didn't need to hear it. I'd already heard enough. It's strange, the way silence can feel like victory. I don't feel proud or vindicated, just clean, like something rotten was finally cut out. I rented a small cabin 3 states away. No internet, no noise, just trees that don't ask questions. Sometimes I still hear her voice in my dreams, but it fades. Everything does, eventually, especially the things that were never real to begin with. She called again yesterday, voicemail this time. I deleted it without listening, and for the first time in years, I felt free. No more apologies, no more begging, no more pretending, just peace. And a daughter who learned too late that money can't buy back the dead.